Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Koji, and in this video I'm going to be playing a horror game classic, The House, as well as its sequel, The House 2. Both of these games are point-and-click horror games where you navigate to haunted houses, which, by the way, I love. I love anything haunted house related in terms of horror media, and that mostly has to do with the fact that I actually grew up in one, and it was something that I'm very familiar with, and I'm pretty much that's the reason why I love haunted house anything. I kind of almost miss the experience of living in a haunted house. I since then have moved out of it and is now owned by another family because my family had to sell it. But that's something I'm going to be talking about probably in a future video about my experience growing up and living with a ghost in a haunted house. Now, many people nowadays may not be very familiar with this game series. Unless you're my age, then it was very popular when you were in high school, and that was because it was one of a handful of free online games that you can experience for yourself and use it to scare the bejesus out of yourself or your friends for your own entertainment. Now, I do want to mention that it was very difficult to find these games. I was actually hunting around online for almost an entire night to find these games, at least a playable version of them. There's multiple downloads of them existing on many other either gaming websites or various other locations, but I did find the original website that was made by the creator of these games, and unfortunately they are no longer playable because these games ran on a Flash player, which no longer exists. However, fortunately, I was able to discover that these games were free to download on the Microsoft website, and both of them came in a single download. So now I have both games playable forever, and I hope to make use out of these two games for this gameplay, as well as possibly having my friends play them in the future, and I will capture their reaction and maybe have it something for October, sometime during Halloween. But anyways, I'll now proceed to play The House, the original 2005 game, and then right after I play that, I will continue on directly with its sequel, The House 2, which was made in 2010, which I am also surprised about because I didn't think there was that much of a time gap between the two games. I also didn't know that The House 2 was that recent in comparison to The House 1. I thought they were made fairly close to each other, but in fact, there was a significant time gap, and The House 2 was actually still in 2010. Now, for my age, 2010 doesn't seem that long ago. For a lot of other people, that is still a decade ago, almost over a decade, since it is now 2021. But still, that surprised me. So, now, let us begin. The House. This deserted house was built in 1970, which was reported that the whole family members suicided without reason. Alright, I guess I'm just not going to read that. Let us proceed. Couldn't be any significance to that. Nope. I guess we're in. You're now inside the house. Room 1. The dining room. Now, right off the bat, I already want to say that I love the ambiance, especially with the soundtrack. It's only a few really high keys played repeatedly over and over again, but still very chilly, kind of an eerie sound, and it gives you goosebumps. I have, like, on my arms right now, I'm already experiencing some chills, and that just has to do with the soundtrack in general. The piano keys playing, as well as the crickets in the night, and the imagery appears to be a stock photo from that either the creator took of an abandoned house, turned it black and white, and most likely inserted some things to interact with probably some kind of a Photoshop in order to create this game. But it already creates a really good atmosphere that is really chilling just right off the bat. Anything? Oh, here we go. Ah, yes, it's a child's drawing with a interesting family here. We got obviously dad, the children, I'm assuming a son and a daughter, and mom appears to not be in the best of mood. That is, if that is their mother. It's still a very eerie picture to look at. I don't see anything else to click. It's just this picture. Oh, okay. That has shown up. I also just noticed that there's a bunch of flies animated here, just flying around here, and I'm just now noticing it. But it also kind of creates this, adds to the atmosphere, suggesting that there's some kind of rot going on in that general vicinity, as well as over this black stain, which, you know, puts in your mind that that's either blood or flesh. Can't really click anything else. Like, there's no like light switch that I can like barely see in the dark or anything. I still can't click the ball. Ooh. Now, that's a sound I'm actually very familiar with, not from horror movies, but from the house that I used to live in. There was a lot of footsteps, and we had we had wooden floors. So, yeah, that's suddenly I had like a flashback to my old kind of childhood house, but like the house that I previously lived in before I moved my apartment. So, let's see. Children laughing in a haunted house atmosphere is one of the most chilling things that you can put in any type of horror media, and it will just get me automatically. It's creepy, and I don't like it. Disembodied children laughing or children's voices, I don't like it at all. And I like that I don't like it because it is so scary and it's so effective, at least for me. Alright, now we got heart pulsating. Ooh. Alright. Appeared to be a child with a disembodied head. And then there's a bunch of knocking as well. Now, you can hear the heartbeat in the game, but because of the way the sound is balanced, it sounds like it's actually pulsating in the back of my head, like I'm feeling my own pulse. Which is really interesting, that I'm almost like experiencing the heavy heartbeat in real life. Was not expecting that. Jesus. That was sudden. God damn it. Let's just move on. Oh, good. The bathroom. Yeah, creepy. So now suddenly it's storming outside. And I don't think it was storming when we entered the house. So now it's just suddenly storming. Of course, adds to the atmosphere, but kind of a little bit of continuity error that I'm just taking note of. So I'm already noticing this on the floor. I don't know what it is. Is it clickable? No, not really. It is not clickable. Oh, here we go. Happy birthday, Mom. We know that you suffer from illness. It's a sentence fragment there, or sentence structure error. But we're sure that you will be fine soon. Love you. So a little bit of lore here. Oh, now we can click on it. It is tablets, and it just states poison. Not really exactly what it is. Everything's a little bit too blurry to say. It does say tablets twice daily, but it's poison. So I don't know why you would need to take them daily if it's poison. But alright. I like it's a stock photo, or a photo that the creator of this game has taken from a house, but the lighting element, either the light already existed when taking the picture, and they're just dimming it every time lightning strikes, or the picture was taken dark and then they're adding light to it, which is a nice technique. It's a cool kind of an After Effects Photoshop technique that I'm just now appreciating. So is it just the pills and the note? Oh, it's different. I love you too, kids. I'm assuming that's kids. Or it's a blacked out name. I will not leave you. I promise. I promise. Ooh. Yes, the shadow in the window. Oh, shit. Oh, good. Is the Grudge gonna crawl out of there? Yeah, Ju-on, maybe? By the way, if anyone hasn't seen the original Ju-on, the Japanese creation that was adapted in America to The Grudge, go see any iteration of Ju-on. They have a lot of movies. There's a lot of different stories told for it. In fact, there's a Netflix TV series, which is okay. I did watch it, and I did actually like it to a degree. But the original story, Ju-on, is infinitely better than The Grudge. It is way more story-driven, and it is so good. It is much darker than the Grudge, the American adaptation, because it's too Hollywood and too much other stuff going on. Ju-on is the horror movie to see. So if any of you get a chance to see Ju-on, I personally prefer the black and white ghost storyline iteration, but any of them, just go see it, and you'll see it's so much better than The Grudge. Anyways, I digress. Let's continue. See if the notes changed. Oh, I can't click it. Come on. Oh, yes, now the toilet is bleeding. And the specter is back. Ooh, overflow. Ooh. Don't you hate that? Come on, Sink, join in the fun. Bleed, bleed, bleed. And the note is blank. Oh, look! It's the Grudge! And it just straight up slapped me in the face. Moving on. Third room. The kitchen. Great. Okay, right off the bat, I can hear this dripping sound, which, by the way, if you ever play this game, wear headphones or have more than one speaker that allows the sound to alternate, because the soundtrack and the audio balance for this game is very impressive, and it adds a lot of eeriness and a lot of kind of paranoia when playing the game, especially with this drip, just the drip itself, the echo that's in it. It kind of bounces in between the two ears of the headset, and this doll here is already making me very uneasy. And of course we see some more flies, which makes you assume that there's something rotting in the general vicinity of this room. So creepy. Oof. I hate porcelain dolls. I hate them so much. I hate them. The cold, dead eyes and like this uncanny valley face. And it's just splattered with blood. And it's just hanging there. Yeah, maybe symbolizing something, but... Is it the calendar? Oh, even the calendar, okay. Cancer treatment. Alright, March 5th. I don't know if that date might come up later in this game. But I'll keep that in mind. March 5th, and it was a Friday. So there's no year, so 3rd 05, 0305 maybe. Keep that in mind. So it looks like these rooms only have like maybe 2 or 3 things to click on. Was it screaming? Okay. But before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm just noting that there's only like maybe 2 or 3 things to click on in each space, and I think you just have to click on them multiple times in order to get something to trigger. The more interactions you have, the more it'll trigger some kind of activity, some kind of experience. So let me see if the... Go away. Oh god, please don't do something. Oh, look! It's Samara from The Ring. Yeah, usually when people start noticing that, especially when somebody, pretty much after the second room, when the freaking ghost ascends from the bloody bathtub water and slaps you in the face, that's usually a sign of get the fuck out now. You'd have to be an idiot to just be like, oh, no worries, next room, and then like have a second one just peek around the corner and look directly dead at you. It's like, yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. I'm going to keep going, you know, because what the hell? Yeah, so. Ooh. Okay. The pulsating is back, so I can feel that, like, in around my ears, but also kind of in the back of my head. Oh, interesting. It just fell from the ceiling. Ah, a student ID card. St. Martin's Scott School, student ID. Miss Maria S. Julie. Maria S. Julie, ID code. I hope I don't have to remember that number. Student signature. Creepy. So, it's another thing we can now click on. What's happening? I don't see anything. Fuck! Alright, well, it's Maria, everybody! She's come to hang out with us, for lack of a better term. Well, anyways, we're gonna let you just hang around here. Yes, I'm gonna beat that joke like a dead horse. And we're gonna leave, okay? Bye, Maria. Room 4, the living room. This is the living room? No, it can't be. This looks like an attic, because you can see the roof line here. This would have to be the attic. I already don't like this. Ooh. It's always some kind of creepy painting with piercing eyes in every haunted house media. This always exists, and at some point these eyes are gonna look at me and possibly cry blood, or the whole face is just gonna bleed in general. So, I'm already expecting that. The wall peeling away. Oh! Oh, it's an old radio. Wow. Like a 70s, 80s radio. Can I... Nope. Can I not? Oh, there we go. It still works. Alright. I love this station. Oh, okay. Weird. I wonder if that, like, will become, like, a tool to communicate with ghosts, like a spirit box, a little bit later, but let's see, I might have to just, What were they telling him to do when, taking this picture? Like, look directly into the camera, like you want to murder it, and lo and behold, that's the picture that they went with. Yes, that piercing gaze. Oh! Yep. I figured that was gonna happen. Alright. Good. Don't want him to look at him anymore. Yeah, pretty much. Is it just... Oh, good! It's the game theme. Yes. The eerie piano is back. Okay. Alright. Oh. Alright. Interesting. Sorry and goodbye. Such and such. I am so to be something. I will always love you. So it's a little bit illegible. I wonder if is that wife? Just like really crammed together. Oh, I can't click anymore. You know, anything inside? Ooh, interesting. A revolver. It's cool. Right. I actually like the way they did that, because you're so focused on that gun and you're looking in that general vicinity that when you click right off of it, it's just at the right height of where the gun was. So you're looking in that space, and it happens immediately. So your eyes don't actually have time to take away from that space. So that was actually really well done. I like that. No, I don't. Ah, there. Ooh. Mmm. Alright. More, I guess, lore on the story of the house. Alright. Is there one more room? Oh, good. Fifth room, the corridor. Well, that's technically not a room, but yeah. Ooh. It's like, you can't see it very well here in the recording. It's a good photo. It's a good picture. I'm assuming they made the end of the hallway darker. I wonder if it like ended sooner than what like they probably would have wanted when taking this picture. So they just blacked it out to make it seem endless. But yeah, very eerie. And I can already see we got two things that are probably going to be the interactable objects. So let's see if we can... Oh, look at that! The house has electricity. Weird. If it's an abandoned house, they probably should have cut off the electricity. But it appears the lights don't extend all the way down, and the light just doesn't reach that far, which... That's not how light works, but okay. So I guess this is the next thing. I am sorry to God for what I have done. I love my family, so I killed all my family. It's the only thing I can do to stay together with them forever. I like that they've also added with the lights on, that like a bunch of flies just gather and rotate around it. So that's a nice little detail that they put in there that I appreciate. Oh, no, I can't click that again. So I don't see anything down at the end of the hall. Can't click anything else. So am I just gonna flick this on and off until something happens? Ooh, I just got goosebumps all the way down my arms immediately once that happened. So I guess this is it. It was just, yeah, just gonna keep on flicking this. Yes. The blood is causing a short circuit. This reminds me of that YouTube short. It's a very famous one, and I suggest everybody to look at it, but it's called Lights Out. Very scary. It's like a minute long, but that's what this reminds me of so far. It's constantly flicking the lights on and off, like something's gonna come up from down that hallway. Oh man. So I'm just immediately getting flashbacks to that horror skit, which by the way is brilliant. Watch Lights Out. Oh, hey, ooh. Alright. Means something's gonna fall from the ceiling. Ooh. It's Samara again. Oh, great. Oh, that's the end. Alright. Ooh. That was the first house. Yeah. Pretty creepy. Yeah, it got me quite a few times. Whew, yeah, so house 1, wow. It's, very simple game, very effective. And I think the best thing that I liked about it, the game, was the audio, because of the soundtrack with the piano, and then just like the first room had the sound of the night, so you got like the crickets and the wind blowing coming in, and then you got the piano playing those like few keys constantly back and forth, really eerie, and then the heartbeat, or like that pulsating sound, because of the way the sound was balanced, you can actually kind of hear it in like the back of your head or like behind your head. It's almost like you're hearing or almost feeling your own pulse. It almost tricks you. Yeah, that was good. Alright, nice. Oh, the legend has it that there is a house in a small town that has been closed and left empty for decades. The house belonged to a wealthy family, but then, one day, all family members, father, mother, daughter, and the maid, committed suicide. From that time, it's still too fast. I imagine if I just read it to myself in my head, that I could have, been able to read the whole text. If you want to read it for yourself, obviously pause the video, but I wish that they just kept the text on there and then just allowed it to be just clicked away. After you're done reading, click it, and then it goes away. Right off the bat, I can see it is just another pretty old house. I'm assuming 60s, maybe 70s, somewhere around that era. Also, it does look bigger than the previous house, just by the look on the outside. So I'm hoping that there's going to be more rooms. The last one had 5 rooms, so fingers crossed. I'm hoping for a lot more to experience in the house 2. Alright. Ooh. Yep, you already see the blood being dragged into the house. Not out, it's going into the house. Okay. Oh. Okay. Is that all? Oh, if something comes by that window. Yeah. Oh, okay, so just... Damn! I'm just so strong. I just beat that door so hard that the boards fell off. First room, the living room. Ooh. Okay, so first impressions, again, with the soundtrack. This game has a really good soundtrack. What I'm hearing appears to be, there's an underlying kind of a soundtrack. There's some kind of a sound that's playing constantly, and then there's what it sounds like wind blowing through a tunnel. Play this game with headphones. Play either of them, both of them with headphones, because then you can really appreciate the soundtrack for this game. And I think that the sound they have going on right now is to imitate the sound of the air possibly coming through this, which might be like an old air vent. Unfortunately, it's not clickable. Also, there's a shadow here that's constantly moving, and that's interesting because it creates the illusion that there's more going on than there really is of a still image. Also, we got some blood splatter here, which indicates that that there wasn't much living actually happening in this living room last time it was inhabited. Already right off the bat, I can see that this is going to be the first item to click on. I don't like her. I don't like her dead ass expression. Yeah. This child was obviously evil. She probably killed both of these two. The whole family wasn't killed in a suicide. She killed all of them. I'm dead ass serious. This is the most disconcerting smile I've ever seen. This is like the epitome of a concerned smile. Like, she's just half-assing it. He doesn't look like he wants to be there at all. Like, he's just not having it. But this child, with her black, dark, deep eyes, I swear, killed everyone in this house. Alright. September 19th, 1964. Okay, 60s. I can feel something strange in this house. I actually feel it since the first day I came to work as a nursemaid. I'm so afraid of that thing. Should I quit? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Alright, so do we have... Can't go upstairs. So I'm assuming that... Oh, that's cool. Okay, so... Already the footsteps. I like, because, once again, I grew up in a haunted house, and I heard footsteps on our wood floors, kind of like that. Our floors weren't as rickety, but they creaked. So I'm very familiar with that sound. But what I did like was they had a little bit of a dust cloud that came off the ceiling and out of this vent here, from having the impact upon the rickety structure. So again, it's another thing that they're adding to make it seem like there's more going on in the room than there really is, because this is just a still picture. Okay, so the switch is not actually functional. There's no electricity in the house. I wonder if that was the maid. Oh! Aw, it got on the picture frame. Aw, it's a shame. covered up their lovely faces full of life and expression. Excuse me? Who's dead? Can't click on that. Oh, fuck you. Well, I did see this drop. Daughter's year of birth. Okay, so that's already a clue. Probably something I'm gonna have to keep in mind later in the game. It looks like they did bring back the pulsating soundtrack, which I can hear, and it still has that similar effect where like I can almost feel it pulsating in the back of my head. So that's actually pretty good. It's one of the things I enjoyed about the last one, which I'm sure wasn't ideal for the creators of this game, was to add good sound in addition to the visuals. January 4th, 1965, so about 1 year later. Sometimes she talked alone, sometimes she laughed at night, and sometimes she called somebody. So I wonder if the daughter had a imaginary friend, like all the children do in horror movies where they just moved into a haunted house. So there's a short circuit that I just heard. Okay, so that's probably not clickable. Yes, they're lovely, lovely, lively faces. Ooh, she's not, and that's illegible. Nothing there. Fuck. God damn, bitch. Yeah, literally all my skin on my body just tightened from that. Ugh. Fuck. Now that was a good jump scare. I like how they plan some of this stuff out, because when you're looking at that general vicinity, when you're looking at the note, so once it goes away, it's there, and the sound's already there. Oh my god, you just don't anticipate it. There's already tension being built up in general, so like, you know something's gonna happen, but you just do not anticipate it. Oh my god. So, I guess we're just moving on. Second room, the bathroom. So the bathroom was the second room in the last one too. Okay, two things I've noticed. First off, sounds like the water's running in an abandoned house, which there shouldn't be, but ooh. Okay, I was half expecting something to be there. Second thing I noticed, this sink here. In my old house, when we first moved into it, before the renovations were done, in order to modernize it, I had this exact sink in my bedroom bathroom, the one that I had. I slept downstairs, kind of in the basement. There was still a basement below mine, but mine was like, my bedroom was like basement-ish, but in my bathroom, this was the sink that I had in my bathroom. It was literally this texture. You guys can't really see it except with the lightning flashes, but there's a little bit of like a dark and light here. It was like a kind of a cream and then lime kind of mixed color, almost like a, not like quite tie-dye, but like a stained. It was originally like cream with a staining of green in it, and then this wooden, this like black brown, kind of a really dark brown stained wood with this cut out right there in the doors, exact same cut out, and I can tell from here and from what I'm seeing with a more lit up screen that the handles were also the same. It was kind of an antique bronzed metal handles. So yeah, like, yes, my house was haunted. Like, I did live in a haunted house, but like this just kind of adds more to it, that in this haunted house game, that my fucking sink is right here. Oh look, there's blood at the foot of the sink. Oh yes, I can interact with this. Oh, it's interesting. They've actually added a shadow from when the water comes out to make it blend in more with the scenery. That's clever. It's a good attention to detail on the creator's part, which is nice. Oh shit! Holy Bible. Yeah, the bloodstains on it. That shit ain't protected me. Not from this. Oh. Occupied. Alright. So it looks like we can interact with a few things here. Nothing on the mirror, nothing in the window, nothing on the ground. Oh, God, I'm just... Oh! Ah! It is something you weren't expecting. You're expecting something there when you open it, but it showed up there. It was still something that they used in the previous house where they had the specter in the window, but I think they did it better here because you open up the curtain expecting something to show up there, and then they turned it around on you, and it was in the window. That was very clever. That was very clever. I was just waiting for this to like bleed more, or like open it up and like, you know, have like, or like have the cross turn upside down, or like Satan show up on it. Oh, what I was about to say is like this shit's gonna start bleeding, and lo and behold. Alright, that's quite a bit of blood. Alright, come on, toilet. Join in on the fun. Oh! Oh, shit. Okay. Ooh. I am truly sorry for what I have done to our kid. I think it's kid. Please forgive me. It's half written in pencil and half with blood. It's just a matter of time. Oh! Yeah, yeah. Alright. Can't click anything else. Oh, still hanging around. Come on. Bleed. Bleed, damn you, bleed! I said occupied, asshole. The power of Christ compels you. Oh! Ah! Yeah, that one wasn't as scary. Okay, I had to click in order to proceed. I don't like this. I don't like ghost children stuff. But in a sense, I do like it, especially when I go to see horror stuff. Children's room, ghost children, disembodied children voices really get me. But I also kind of weirdly like it, especially if I'm looking to be scared. That teddy bear makes me nervous, and we obviously have this giant blood splatter here, which, you know, tells me that things didn't go too well here. This horse also bothers me. It's not clickable. Now, it is usually a horror trope to have some rocking chair or horse to just rock on its own, but it is not a rocking horse. It is in fact a stationary horse, and I don't have to worry about this sumbitch moving on its own. So I'm just gonna leave that right there. I hope I... Oh, good. I have to crank it myself. Not helping. Fuck. Okay, the bloodstain doesn't do anything. Who are you, Teddy? Huh? Come play with us. I can't interact with it. Oh, ooh. Alright. Certificate of adoption. Okay. Yep, that just kind of helps prove my theory that, yes, we adopted an estranged child from an orphanage. We don't know what happened to her parents. They died of mysterious circumstances, but we adopted her anyways. She probably killed them. Was officially adopted on December 24th, 1963 at Woodland Orphanage. Adopted parents are, I'm going to assume that's either Mile, not Millie, it's probably Mile G. Rosen and Mary Roche. Oh, it's an H. Oh, it's so scuffed. Okay, so it's Mile G. Roche and Mary Roche. And it appears they have been approved, in fact. Who looked into her dead, cold-ass eyes and was like, "Oh, adorable. We want to keep it." Or just click on this at all times. Keep cranking away. There it is. I guess it's the teddy bear then. I'm assuming that's Nicole. She's come out to play. You're gonna come and play, Nicole? If I go ghost hunting later on this channel, which I am, that is something I have planned to go actual ghost hunting, and I hear that disembodied giggling shit, I'm done. Any place that I'm at and I hear that giggling, disembodied child laughs, I'd be out of there. There's nope, not dealing with that. Absolutely not. I don't care if they throw a ball at me. I don't care if they throw garbage, a knife, or fucking 2x4 at me. Disembodied children laughter? Nope. Is it just the birth certificate? Nicole. Oh. She comes every night. She loves playing hide and seek. It's always hide and seek. They're always playing hide and seek with their imaginary friend. Fucking creepy. She's really good at hiding. I never find her. Maybe it's because she never existed in the first place. Never thought about that. Ooh. I found you, Nicole. Creepy little bitch. Play with me. No, thank you. Oh. Oh, yes. It's always drawing like this. Or it's happy family. It's mommy, daddy, me, and oh, who's that, dearie? That's my friend. You know, fucking girl from The Ring, The Grudge. You know, the one that she just happened to stumble upon in the attic. And she gave her the music box or the teddy bear or some shit. Yeah. Samara is back again. You can always just keep cranking this. It doesn't really seem like it's doing much, but... What about Teddy? No? Birth certificate? What you doing out there? Ooh. Oh! What a lovely face you have there. What a lovely child. Jesus. Fourth, the working room. Alright. Oh, it's quite dark, and it appears to be even darker for you as the viewer. All you can see is the windows, light coming from the windows, but I can see a little bit. And one thing that's already concerning me is right here, you can barely see it, but there is a rope hanging from the ceiling, slowly drifting back and forth. Something's gonna come to play later. There's... okay, I was gonna say, there was a light switch, but it didn't work, but now it does. So now you can see this nightmare of a room. With the blood splatter and the stains. Oh, I don't like that the rope is interactable. Well, nothing seems to be going on with that. Ooh, just here. Oh, good. State Department of Health. Bureau of Vital... I'm not even going to try that word. Birth registration notice. This certificate that... Oh, this certifies that a certificate of birth has been filed with the State Register of Vital Statistics under the name of Alrina Roche, born October 8th, 1947, at Woodland. Name of father, Mile G. Roche, and maiden name of mother is Mary Sevenson. So this was their actual daughter. Nicole must have been adopted. Oh. Ah, but we got a birthday. October 8th, 1947. Okay. So it would be 10/08 or 08/10. Some people like to put the day of the month before the month. And then 1947. So I'll keep those numbers in mind. Oh, good. Authority. Nitric acid. Poison. Oh, there's always a bottle of poison lying around. Oh, the light switch. Uh-oh. Ooh, got me a little nervous there. Thought we were going to have the lights turn back on again. I really don't want to have to start clicking on the rope, but... Fuck. Look, everybody. It's Mary Sevenson. Or Mary Roche. Ugh. God damn. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, shit. Safe room. So she was holding onto that. Yeah, I don't like that. Well, looks like she had to leave in a hurry. Couldn't stay and visit. Oh, I do notice this. Can't stand to see you suffer like this anymore. Barely read that. Rest in peace, my poor child. So something must have happened to Alrina. So she hung herself. Why is there poison? Did she take it just in case that the rope didn't do the job? Ooh. It's just... Oh, somebody definitely didn't want to see me gazing upon their lovely child. Fuck. Wow. Jesus, these games are good. Oh, shit. Oh, that's it. Oh, good. That's right, I got the key to the safe room. So this is the 5th room. Maybe the last room? I don't know, there was only 5 rooms in the previous game. Alright, so, Day of the Child was October 08. Oh, shit, I passed it. Oh, but it didn't look like it did anything. How about, let's go 0810. 0810. No. Okay, and we got birth year. It was 19... Was it 47? 47. Oh, shit. Yes. Well, not really much to keep safe in there. Except this note. Why? Why I have to die, Mom? I want to live. No matter what. Ah, don't like that. Oh, good. Oof. Just the footsteps, the sound of the bare feet on the wood floor, and the slight kind of rustling of fabric on their clothing. Yeah, all the skin on my hands and arms tightened up. Oh, goddamn. Jesus. I didn't even touch anything. Goddamn. Oh, no. Okay, so that was The House as well as its sequel, The House 2. Um, Actually, I'm impressed. I'm surprised. Now, you can tell it's made on Flash Player, so it kind of dates itself, but I think it still kind of holds up. Also, the soundtrack. The soundtrack was very good. I think that was the highlight of the games. Now, the only gripe I would have outside of like some of the stuff not blending in well with the Photoshop, but that's kind of something you can overlook, uh, was that the House 2 had this almost the same as the House 1 in terms of how big it was, and it was a story about the family committed suicide and stuff like that. It was a haunted because of that, and then you found all their bodies, and someone was hanging from some place, and like even the second room in the first game and the second game was the bathroom, and in the bathroom showed a continuity error where it was suddenly storming outside, when there in the first game there was no storm going on outside prior to entering the house, and then there was no storm uh, going on while you're in the house, while in the other rooms. You didn't hear the storm, you didn't see it through the other windows. It was just in the bathroom. It's not a big one, and if you overthink it, yeah, you'll notice it. But it doesn't really, actually damper the experience of the game. But I was also expecting more rooms. The second house was bigger, and at least from when they gave you the outside shot, it seemed like there would be more rooms because it was a bigger house. Unfortunately, there wasn't. It was only 5 rooms, just like the previous one. I was hoping for more rooms. I was hoping for a bigger experience. But the biggest highlight, like I mentioned before, is the soundtrack. The audio balance is fantastic, especially if you're wearing headphones. If you ever play this game, um, I do suggest playing it in the dark. Now, unfortunately, it's in the middle of the day for me, so as you can see, this is the darkest I can make my room now. But play in the dark and use headphones because the audio will bounce back and forth between the two headsets. There are a couple little cliches that happened, more so in the first one, but there's a couple cliches that you can overlook in them, but it was very creative, and especially how they did the jump scares in both of them, because your eyes are already like distracted upon something else. You're already looking at something, and you don't think about what could be happening next. And while your eyes are focused in that general vicinity, uh, they'll have like a ghost show up or pass right in front of you while you're looking in that spot. So you'll always catch it. The only time they didn't do that was in the bathroom because you're opening the curtain and you're expecting something to be there, but they pull a fast one on you and a specter shows up in the window. So that was a very clever diversion that I didn't expect, and I thought that one worked out really well. But then again, it was kind of repeated. It was a repeat of the specter that showed up in the window of the bathroom in the first house as well. So they're almost the same game, but the second one was obviously the better one. It had more to do. It had more experiences, and a lot of the stuff that they put in there in terms of like photoshopping the environment and things that were interactable were definitely on a more grander scale. Which is weird to say because these are both very small games. But that is all I have for this video. Thank you for taking the time to watch it. I greatly appreciate it. If you do want to play these games, they are downloadable for free in the Windows store. It's a single download for both games. Now, I think there was a third one based on their website. They had like this Halloween special. I don't know what that is. I wasn't able to click on it. Of course, it was made with Flash Player, so I couldn't play it anymore. And I wonder if it might be relocatable somewhere else. I might look for it later on. But for now, this is what I have for you. And once again, thank you for taking time to watch it. and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Take care now.